Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So today, we're talking about some more Sinnoh Cup. This time, we got a cool Pokemon that we don't see very often, and that is Prinplup, and also his father. I haven't done this in a really long time, but I'm going to do it because I think this person deserves a shout out. So if you hadn't heard, I was on a podcast the other day with Jeeves, with the hosts Dom and Zach. It's called Go Battlecast. There will be a link in the description to that. But also PogoDommmzz has his own YouTube channel, and I checked it out, and this channel is dope. Like, he's got a really nice setup. So if you want to go and check that out, check out his YouTube channel. Also check out his Twitch. He streams over at Twitch, and I'll put the links to all that stuff in the description. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into their setup and to make their videos look very nice, and a lot of effort goes into it, and it goes unnoticed. And so I think this is someone who puts a lot of effort into their videos. So go check out Dom's content. It's really good, and yeah. Either way, if you want to enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, and if you're new, subscribe as long as you enjoy the content, as there will be much more like it. And plus, I'd love to have you around because you're a really cool guy or gal. I know that for a fact. I'm looking directly into your soul. I can see it. You're a cool guy or gal or other. Yes. All right. Anyway, just go. Scoot. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. So as you can see here, Empoleon and his son, they're not having it. They're not having it, okay? They do not want you to mess around, okay? So don't underestimate either one of these little guys, okay? Well, especially the little one, because I think that's the one that gets underestimated the most. The last time I've seen this Pokemon was, I think, in one of Home Slice Henry's videos, and he was running Bubble, Icy Wind, and Bubble Beam. Not this time. Not this time. Alright, so let's first give a huge shout out to I Am the Liquor 94, aka Shadow Lahey, for the battle submission, which you know what that means. You know what that means. We haven't done one of these in a while, but since he's back, roll the clip of, I don't know, of Lahey doing something stupid.
Look, Randy. I'm on the air, man. I'm on the air.
He also let me know that he did not steal this team from Toe Tactical. He said that he just saw a Toe Tactical video where he was using a Gliscor and Empoleon core. He said it was just kind of a coincidence. He was running on stream a couple days ago. But either way, we're going to check it out. And obviously, if two people find the same team or the same core to be very strong, then you can assume that it's probably right, especially when you're talking about, you know, skilled trainers like Toe Tactical as well as Shadow Lahey. They're both very skilled trainers. So let's go through the team. We got Shadow Gliscor in the lead with Wing Attack, Earth Kuwake, and Night Slash. And we got Prinplup with Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Icy Wind. And then we got, you know, Empoleonos, the Gratanos in the back with Waterfall, Hydro Cannon, and Drill Peck. I really think Gliscor is like an underrated pick in this cup, and we're going to show that to you today because I watched some of these battles beforehand, and they're freaking good. They're freaking good. All right, let's get into them. Let's do it. All right. First up, let's see how this goes. We got Gliscor into Empoleon. Not a good matchup here. Not a good matchup at all, but if he can land an Earthquake later on, that would be good. So he's going to save switch into his Prinplup here, and this is pretty good, you know, just to bait out the best, you know, water type counter here. So the opponent is confused on typings, went for the Hydro Cannon instead of the Drill Peck, so Drill Peck would hit for neutral there. And as you can see, they come out with a Drifblim, probably not knowing that this thing has Icy Wind, and since they let him farm up so much energy, he's going to get to 2 Icy Winds before they're even able to do anything. So, they let it go. They let it go. They just let the Drifblim go. I don't know why they even put the Drifblim in there if they were just going to sack the whole thing. But hey, what do I know? All right, so, and the Empoleon comes back in the, yeah, I'm going to throw this Icy Wind because he's going to get farmed down here by these waterfalls, which is fine. That's not a big deal. So Icy Wind double resisted there, but he can't really switch out of this. Unfortunately, this Empoleon has a lot of energy now, but he can at least line up his Empoleon where it needs to be. And there's a Gastrodon, and Gastrodon does not do well up against Gliscor. Gliscor is going to be taking double resisted damage from those Mud Slaps, and Gastrodon mostly relies on Mud Slap damage to do the bulk of its damage. You know what I mean? All right, so he's going to let this come through. This is going to be a body slam or maybe even a water pulse. See, yeah, see, some people are running water pulse. It's pretty crazy. I never really thought about that, but it's actually a really good idea. I got a lot of comments telling me, you know, run water pulse. Oh, he gets the boost. I don't think it matters though. So yeah, Empoleon comes in. At this point, yeah, I think his win con here is to double shield and then just farm down with these resisted waterfalls. So he's able to line up everything properly, and now, yep, he just sneaks a waterfall in, which makes this even easier to win here. So he's just going to shield this up. Even a Hydro Cannon wouldn't KO at this range anyway, but either way, he's able to farm down, and the opponent, you know, reverse 2-shield flex, as they call it. Into the next, going up against 1-0 Hiraki. All right, picking up a very positive lead here. He is going to be waiting for the switch, and there's the there's the switch into a Bastion. The smackdowns are hitting for neutral here, because flying takes super effective, and then ground resists rock. He's going to be going straight for the Earthquake here. This would one-shot, I'm pretty sure, at Bastion. So he's actually staying in here, opting to stay in. So this is interesting. Let's see if he decides to shield the Stone Edge or let it go. He does decide to shield it up. And now he's going to be switching into the Prinplup. Okay. So now we get to see here, because he's going to have to tank a move. And this is where I was really surprised. I thought this would do a lot more. But Prinplup, man, that Stone Edge barely did anything. You know what I mean? All right, so he's going for the Hydro Pump here. Going for the definite damage if it lands. So let's see if he lands it. Does not land it. The opponent is going to be switching into their Gastrodon here. So this is okay. Since Shadow Lahey took a while to switch out, their switch timers are off kilter a bit. So he is able to get the Icy Wind off, though, which is really good. And now he's able to line up the Gliscor back up with his Gastrodon here. And he's going to be probably letting this come through. Hopefully it's not a Water Pulse. It is a Body Slam. Yeah, that wasn't enough for a Water Pulse. So now we can go for the Earthquake here. Night Slash is definitely not going to do it from this range, so he's going to go for the for sure KO. And now he has everything lined up properly as long as that Bastion comes back in, which is, I'm assuming it will. Let's see. Bastion comes back in, and Empoleon is here to ruin Bastion's day. And he's going to be probably, okay, letting this Flamethrower come through. Flamethrower does hit for neutral, but it doesn't get stabbed, so it doesn't do too much. And now he's going to be overfarming. The opponent may have not. Yeah, I don't think their switch timer was quite up yet. So they come into their last Pokemon, which is a Frostlass, but he was able to farm up to 2 Hydro Cannons, so he's just going to go for both of them here. And this is going to be taking out the Frostlass. He still has a shield, so he can pretty much safely one Waterfall this Bastion and take the win. Very nice, another good win. Got 2 good ones here. It's what I titled them. All right. Picking up a lead against a Drifloon. This is not great, but he can hit for super effective damage with the Night Slash. But he also takes double super effective damage from the Icy Winds. So you got to be very, very careful in this matchup. He's going straight for the Night Slash. And now he's going to be trying to catch the Icy Wind on his Empoleon. Very nice sack, bro. You know what it does. The Icy Wind is double resisted here, so that's a very nice catch. Toxicroak comes in, and he's going to be going for the Drill Peck, but he is up on shields here, so the opponent could decide to let this go, which would be doing super effective damage and letting him win switch. So the opponent definitely was like, okay, we don't want to go down 2 shields or go down 0 to 2 shields there. The opponent is now attempting to farm down, which is a mistake. It only takes 5 waterfalls to get to a Hydro Cannon, so now he's going to have to shield if he wants to keep the Drifblim alive. And now he comes in with the Prinplup, and let's see if this is a Shadow Ball or an Icy Wind bait. It is an Icy Wind bait, and that barely does anything to Prinplup. At this point, he might be able to shield this up. This could be a Shadow Ball. I doubt they bait twice, but yeah, he does. You know what it is. All right, so now he's going to be overfarming, and the opponent catches on the Cresselia. Very nice sack. And he's going to be going for this Icy Wind, obviously. This is still going to be debuffing the Cresselia and offering the Gliscor a better chance to win here. So this is actually a Confusion Cresselia. I got a couple comments telling me Confusion Cresselia does very well in this meta. I don't know that, but I'm willing to try it out. I've been using Cresselia a lot lately because I just built it. It's the first time I've ever built a Cresselia for any reason. So shields up an Aurora Beam. Interesting. Somebody's running Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam is an Ice-type move. It's not that great. So it looks like he's trying to undercharge here. So he is able to undercharge successfully to get a couple extra wing attacks there. And the opponent knows it's over at that point and decides to quit out. It's very, very nice. Very nice. All right. Into the next. Going up against Kadu. All right, Kadu. What do you have to do for this battle? All right. Picking up a lead against a Drapion. Not a great matchup here, but again, can do super effective with the Earthquake. Let's see if he's trying to catch something here. He is. He's trying to catch on the Empoleon this time. Empoleon is a pretty good counter here, but it does take neutral damage from Crunch. And so since that crunch landed, he's not going to be able to get to this drill peck, but he does do a lot of damage to that Toxicroak with those waterfalls. But he does bait out the fighter here, which is good because Gliscor is a very good anti-fighter, as it does super effective damage with the wing attacks, and also is a hard counter to Toxicroak because it takes double resisted damage from Mud Bomb and still resisted from Sludge Bomb because of that ground typing. So able to farm this thing all the way down. Let's see what he does. Going straight for... Oh, a Drifblim comes in, but this Gliscor is loaded. Like, actually stacked. Oh, it's a Drifblim with a hat as well. Oh, this Drifblim with a hat is not going to have a good time. He's double shielding, and he gets the boost. Oh, no, this poor Drifblim with his hat. Oh, no. Oh, that does so much damage. Oh, my God, and he's able to just farm it all the way down. He's got a Night Slash resisted because of the dark typing, but still with the boost should do a good amount. Yeah, still does a good amount. Now coming in with the Prinplup here, and let's see if he's gonna go for the 2-shield flex. I don't think he can. I really don't think he can because the Drapeon's gonna get to 2 crunches here. So yeah, unfortunately can't 2-shield flex this time around, but it was very close to a 2-shield flex, and also a very good showing of how dangerous Gliscor is when you have 100 energy. Oh man. So yes, they quit out. Of course they do. You know it. You know it, buddy. There we go. Sorry. All right. Into the next battle here. Let's see how we go. All right, Cresselia. Once again, this is like mostly positive, I would say. So the opponent comes in with a Drapion. Drapion is going to be the most popular safe switch for this cup. He is attempting to catch a resisted Aqua Tail on his Empoleon, and he does successfully. It's a very nice sack, bro, as I usually say. And he's taking double resisted damage from the Poison Stings, but Crunch will hit for neutral here, and also that Crunch has the chance to debuff his defense, just like you saw there. So he's going to overfarm just a little bit here and throw the Hydro Cannon, and this undercharging the Hydro Cannon in case they decide to let it go, but the opponent does decide to shield that. And he could decide to shield this and maybe attempt to farm down, but I don't think he can farm down. The opponent does also bait, so that's going to make it a little harder to farm down. The opponent does a nice sack onto the Cresselia here, so Hydro Cannon coming through. This is okay, though. He still wants some damage off on the Cresselia anyway. So Gliscor comes in. Gliscor is going to take neutral damage from everything coming from Cresselia, but does super effective with the Night Slash. Grass is still neutral here because ground takes super effective and then flying resists. But Gliscor is still a very good anti-grass Pokemon as well. So lets the Moonblast come through. Does quite a bit of damage there, but that's okay. He's overfarming a lot. Gonna be maybe trying to force a CMP tie on the Grass Knot. But either way, this Night Slash should be taking out the Cresselia. And now, let's see what comes back in. Okay, so Drapion comes in and throws right away. Drapion's worried about the Earthquake, so I get that. So Aqua Tail comes through, but he still has this Prinplup, and Prinplup, oh, the last Pokemon is a Bastiodon, and Bastiodon, oh boy, you are in for a wild ride here, my friend. So Shadow Lahey looks like he's trying to force a CMP tie here. So he goes for the Hydro Pump and lands it, and that is very unfortunate. Comes in with the Empoleon, the Bastiodon has nowhere to run. The Drapion comes in and goes down to 1 frickin' waterfall. Very nice. Alright, I did not see the name there. But either way, into the next battle, picking up another lead against a Drifblim. Very dangerous lead to be in for both Pokemon, especially if you see the Gliscor get the boost. So, let's see. So the opponent sneaks into Hex there, unfortunately. But Shadow Lahey does want to go for these Night Slashes as soon as possible. He lands a Night Slash, actually, and then comes into with the Empoleon. Maybe shields up a Shadow Ball. No, lets the Shadow Ball come through, does a lot of damage there. The opponent comes in with an Empoleon of their own. I'm not sure why they came in with Empoleon, but let's see. We'll find out what his last Pokemon is shortly. So goes for the Hydro Cannon here. Both moves are resisted. Definitely want to be going for Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is a freaking almost overpowered move for in some cases. So probably coming in with a Prinplup here. Prinplup is going to take resisted damage from everything except for Drill Peck. So let's see if this opponent knows his typings. Yes, okay, this opponent actually knows his typings. Alright, good. Alright, so going for the Icy Wind here. This is double resisted, but maybe gets the shield. I don't know. Does not get the shield. That's very unfortunate. Okay, so gonna let this next Drill Peck come through. It is debuffed now. So, okay, they go for a Hydro Cannon. What? I thought you knew your typings, dude. What are you doing? I don't know what the... Okay, whatever. Alright, so Drapion comes in, and he's gonna be able to get to 2 Icy Winds, I bet, before the opponent gets to a charge move. I could be wrong about that, so goes for the Icy Wind, lands it, and then could shield this up. Yeah, because he does have an Icy Wind with that last bubble there. Saves the Icy Wind for later, comes in with the Gliscor. Let's see if this is an Aqua Tail or a Crunch. It is an Aqua Tail. Still hits quite a bit heavy there. So it goes for the Night Slash. The opponent does a very nice catch onto the Drifblim, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. Their Drapion is probably going to win them the game, right? Okay, so he's going to go down here. Can he farm down with Bubbles? He does. He actually farms down with Bubbles. Another reverse 2-shield flex. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, into the next one. Gliscor into Drapion. Once again, not a great matchup here because you get hit pretty heavy with those Aqua Tails, especially Shadow Gliscor. So trying once again to catch on the Empoleon. It's a very nice sack, bro, if I do say so myself, and I do. So Aqua Tail coming through, that does resisted damage here. The opponent is going to be farming up a little bit, now coming in with their Cresselia. Cresselia is not the best response here to an Empoleon because Cresselia has to go for Grass Knot here to do any neutral damage. Everything else will be resisted. So let's see. It doesn't do that much either. It's not the best move, but it does make sense to come in with the Cresselia here because you know, they probably just don't want their Cresselia to be lined up against the Gliscor, so they're trying to get some use out of it. So they actually do shield that up, and Shadow Lahey does a very nice job of forcing a CMP tie there. So Grass Knot coming through, that takes out the Empoleon. He's going to be taking the shield advantage here. He's going to be coming back in with the Gliscor, probably overfarming quite a bit here, I'm imagining, to get some extra energy. So maybe hoping to land an Earthquake later in the match here. So let's see what happens. I'm expecting the Drapion to come back in. No, they come in with an Empoleon. Okay, this is going to be a very rough match here. So yeah, this is going to be very, very rough. Okay, so it's going to be shielding up this it is a Hydro Cannon. Man, go for Drill Peck, you guys. Hey, it doesn't have a steel typing. It's just a pure water type. All right, so shields up the Crunch there. And now he's going to be going for the Icy Wind here. Unfortunately, he gets the defense debuff, but now he's going for the Icy Wind, so everything will kind of be equaled out. So the opponent shields, very nice. And let's see if he gets to another Icy Wind. He does, but this Crunch is going to be doing quite a bit here. Not enough, though. Not enough. So he's going to be overfarming, and now going for the Icy Wind here. This is not going to KO Drapion, but should do enough. He's going to undercharge it. Okay, interesting play. He undercharges it, and it was a CMP tie, so that actually works out really well for him because he can now farm down with his Gliscor. The opponent knew that was coming, and now, again, this is what I'm talking about. When shields are down, Gliscor with an Earthquake can take out a frickin' any hard counter. You see that? Empoleon, screw you, dude. And now he's going to be going for the farm down here against the Drapion. Very nice battle. Very nice plays coming out here from Shadow Lahey, as expected. This is the last one. And then I'll find a bonus battle. All right, Gliscor into Bibarel. I don't know. Bad lead. switch into the little boy, little guy. What the hell? What? They did what now? And then they shielded? Was that an accident? Was that an accident? That's like an accident, right? It's an accident. Okay, I'm speechless. Okay, I don't know what to say here. All right, so he's gonna be overfarming, going for another Hydro Pump here. Let's see if this gets another shield. So it doesn't. Okay, so now I can farm down. All right, so he's able to take back Switch, even on shields at this point. The opponent has a Bronzong, interesting. So he's going to be able to get to the Icy Wind here before going down, which is very nice. Going to be debuffing this Bronzong, and now he can pretty much come in with the Gliscor, and then the opponent switches directly into the Bibarel, and now he's going to be coming in with the Empoleon. Bibarel can hit pretty hard, even though everything's resisted here. I'm assuming this Hyper Fang is, yeah, it still hits pretty hard. So he's going to be overfarming. Probably going to have to shield this up because this next Hyper Fang will KO if it is a Hyper Fang. It is a Hyper Fang, so Hyper Fang is a pretty good move, and it gets stabbed coming from Bibarel, whatever it's called. So he's going to be going for the neutral Drill Peck here, and now he's going to be going for the neutral Hydro Cannon here. See, Shadow Lahey knows his typings. So does not get the shield, okay. And now the opponent is going for the Confusion down. I'm also very confused. Alright, so now he's going to have to go for the resisted Wing Attack farm down, or to get to 2 Night Slashes, but I think he's going to farm down before the payback comes through, again with the payback, and oh, it's a tie. It's a freaking tie. Okay, that was a good one. That was a good last battle. Alright, we'll get a bonus battle here for you. I'm going to give you guys a little taste. So this is a team that I did very, very well with, gained over 200 ELO. let me know in the comments if you want to see a full video on this team, and I can explain how to use it a lot better. But here's just a little taste for you. You know what I mean? Here's a little taste of what could be coming in a future video. So we're running Frostlass as our lead, and then Drapion as our safe switch, and Empoleon as our closer. So what we're trying to do is catch a Hydro Cannon on our Empoleon here, but well, they throw anyway, so that's fine. So we're going to let this come through, and let's see what happens with this guy. He is deciding to stay in, so that's okay with me. I'm going to be preventing a fast move there as best I can, and going for my own Hydro Cannon here. Let's see how this goes. The opponent lets it go as well. I'm going to go for the extra waterfall. I go for the extra waterfall, which means I could just shield this and farm down. I don't know why he's staying in here. I don't know why he's staying in. He doesn't have anything. No response to Empoleon apparently, so let's see. What do you got, bud? All right, Drapion comes in. Okay, so again, not a great response, but I understand, you know, they probably don't have a better response. I read this team as having a Bastiodon in the back. I remember this. I read it. I was like, okay, he's probably got a Bastiodon in the back, right? If he's coming out with a Drapion. So I decided to shield this up against my, you know, gut, and I saved the Hydro Cannon for later, and I switched into the Drapion, and I was wrong. It was actually a Drifblim in the back. But that's fine. Now things are looking great for me. I'm going to go straight for the crunch here. This is going to be hit for super effective damage. Does quite a bit of damage. I'm going to be going for, or going to get hit by an Icy Wind here. And then I believe I time my Aqua Tail so that I CMP tie to his next Icy Wind. One for the Aqua Tail here. And this is going to be taking out the Drifblim. And they decide to let it go. And they're coming in with their own Drapion here. And I'm going for... I want to shield. I want him to shield. Okay, as soon as he shields, that's game over. Because watch this. I let this next move come through. My switch timer comes up. And remember that Hydro Cannon I saved earlier? You remember that? Yeah. Man, this team has been so fun to play. So fun to play. It's like, and it works really well. So let me know in the comments if you want to see a full video on that team. So anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like. It does really help out the performance of the videos. And I appreciate y'all in the comments. You guys are awesome. And yeah, don't forget to go check out PogoDommmzz and check out the Go Battlecast podcast as well. All the links are in the description. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Running Froggy, The North Star, JR91, Dracobound, Nuclear Ninjas, Ankleweights, Media Lara, K, Bigler Banks, DJ Mimsy, Sawyer Man, Clapton Caveman, Moach, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kid Kulek, Will M, Edward O'Neill, Infamous One, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Insubin, Stash Shoe, Richard, Madhouse655321, Pineapple Pidgey, Doug J Dempsey, Max, Arbor Andy, and JD3D and Chaotic.